Hello, guys. Welcome back to Great Fire Podcast. I'm your host, Trey Bate, a.k.a. Trey Bate Knows Boxing.
And I am Wooly Mack.
Guys, we have a very, very, very special guest today. She's a fitness specialist, booty lifter, soul shifter, creator of CakesBakeShop, Katie Wildhagen.
Ooh, you said it all right.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
name, everything. Good job.
So, Katie, let us know where you're from.
I am originally from Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. I've been in LA for nine years.
Shout out to Terrence Crawford.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Terrence, hit your girl up. So, yeah.
So you grew up, how many siblings do you have?
One brother. He's older.
Okay.
And, just the two of us.
So what was it like growing up in the Wildhagen house?
Pretty chill, man. Oh, me and my brother fought a lot, but it was pretty cool. Just like your typical, dysfunctional, but, hella happy household. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you grew up with both mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
And they're still, they rock their bake shop gear, and they explain what it is when everybody's like, what's the bake shop? They're like, well, our daughter works on people's butts. And so, yeah, they're, the biggest supporters.
So explain to everybody, what is the bake shop, and what inspired you to create Katie's Bake Shop?
Okay. Well, I'm a personal trainer, so my background is in fitness, and I'm legit in terms of all the credit certifications and education. And I worked for Equinox for 7 some years.
Yeah. Experience.
Yeah. So solid there. I just eventually when it came along, I've always had the nickname Katie Cakes, and so the cakes, they're back there day in day out, so they do their own thing. So eventually it came to be that somebody said something like the bake shop, and we were like, what? That's genius. So we bake cakes at the bake shop. So I started the whole brand separate from my personal training, so that I could reach that niche of women mainly, I guess, who want to make their backside the greatest that it's ever been.
men need it too, though.
Men need it too, though.
Men need it too.
They
Strong
do.
glute muscles.
Because women do like glutes, right?
Oh yeah. Trust me.
So
the
fellas.
first thing I see, I'm not kidding.
I never knew that when I was younger. Now I know.
I check out a man's cakes. I do.
So speaking of cakes, do you mind showing people what cakes are?
As in this one?
As far as your cakes.
Okay, hold on. This isn't new to
So
me.
she's going to show you what Katie's Bake Shop can do for you.
The cakes.
The
I don't know if
cakes.
you can see them today, but there.
Yes, we can.
They're there.
That's the first time those things have been legit on camera.
There.
Look at the cakes.
So what kind of cake do you think that is?
Man, I'm a star. I think that's a lemon cake.
Lemon cake? Listen. I'll say carrot cake.
Leave it. Okay, this is where we're about to get into
some custard frosting.
I told them to keep it PG today. I'm seeing it just creep right out into.
What's your favorite cake, though?
Legit though, favorite cake? Everything. Yeah. That's the other thing too. I love cake, so you got to keep working out if you love cake, because
that is true.
Otherwise,
you like carrot cake?
Yes, I like carrot cake. That red velvet cake. Mm-hmm. There's that chocolate cake, obviously.
Yeah.
What about pound cake?
Pound cake. Pow, 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 pow.
You gotta ask those.
Always will. Dirty Willie.
Dirty Willie over here.
Willie. I gotta
we gonna start calling him Dirty Willie, man. We gotta start calling him that.
Oh my God.
So you're a Scorpio, correct? Mm-hmm. I'm a Scorpio too, so we got that power.
Yeah.
So what is as far as being a Scorpio? What have you noticed about yourself as far as that special ability that we have? Nothing.
Ooh, we can't tell him. It's a secret.
That is true.
I have no idea.
It's looking into your soul kind of secret.
Exactly.
Or special power.
You can feel it almost automatically. Oh, speaking of that, we met, where did we meet? We met at the Bowflex shoot.
Yeah, fitness shoot. Yeah.
Bowflex fitness shoot.
Yeah.
And I remember when you first walked in, I was like, damn, who the hell is that? Because I was like, damn, I wonder what she looks like in workout pants.
Oh,
Bro.
is that what you're thinking?
No, but in a good way though.
They call it more dirty tea.
because that was my natural thought. Because you came in with sweats, and I'm like,
I did.
Sweats
Yeah.
But no, that's a good thing. But like automatically, like I felt like you remember, like I told you, like when I first met you, I'm like, yeah, man, I feel like I met you before, like I've seen you or something like that. But come to find out, of course, we had that, you know, that Scorpio, natural Scorpio vibe.
Yeah, it's just a
But
connection.
yeah, it's just that, like you know it, you know it. It's just that energy is powerful. But no, it was really dope because we had a couple of conversations about all types of stuff, about some of the things that you have coming up in the future and some of your dreams, where you see yourself in a couple of years, which we're going to talk about, of course, down the line. But so as far as fitness, how important is fitness to you?
God, it's like everything to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's been a part of my life since I was like 10 years old. In fact, I was just telling somebody the other day, I used to get up and go running around my block as a kid because there was a cute guy down the street that he would get up. He would get up and go to work in the mornings at 6 a.m. So he must have been like at least 17 or something. I was like 11.
Yeah.
And I would get up and run so that by the time he was crossing the street, like this certain street, I was running that way so I could just be like, I did that for years. Turned out later, I don't know, but he turned out, well, he didn't turn out, but like I found out later he's gay. So that was a loss. But you know what though? It kept me running. It kept me fit as a young child.
Listen, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
He got you running.
No, but yeah, right. No, but fitness has definitely been a part of my life since day one. It's been like my lifeline. So, you know, we talk about meditating and kind of finding your center.
That's true.
For me, when I'm in the gym, before I even understood what that was or what that meant, that's where I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have musicians who find that when they're like playing their instrument or singing or whatever, or athletes when they're playing their sport. For me, it was really like in the gym.
It's like a craft. In a sense.
For sure.
Like you were like born with it. That's like being like, I swear in the 8th grade, from like no, it was like around the 7th grade. People used to say, "Oh, he's on steroids." Why? Because I like doing pull-ups.
They used to say that about me too.
Yeah, because I used to work out.
even in the 8th grade,
they were like, "He's on steroids." And I remember in high school, they was asking me the same thing. I'm like, "Dude, do y'all know how that stuff even works?" Like, it's impossible for me at this age to be doing anything close to that. And even now, like people ask me, "Oh, what supplements do you take?" I don't take no supplements at all.
Cake.
None.
Mm-hmm. We already decided that one's the cake eater. So
cake eating beast. So, are you single?
Yeah, like hell is single. Whew,
you have to think about it for a second.
No, I am. I was in a relationship for a long time, probably ended like 2.5 or 3 years ago. And that's kind of where the bake shop popped off, because it was kind of like I hit a point where I realized I had to start working on whatever it is I was going to create instead of like trying to focus on finding a relationship or whatever. Yeah. So I've really just been focused on that, and it's been pretty good, and I'm like happy doing that. So we'll see. Yeah. That's
pretty amazing how like a few of the guests that we've had on here, like we've all had that same experience of kind of like, you know, it's like that breakthrough moment that kind of created the mindset that we have today, which is amazing.
Because you bring it down to like the bare minimum, and your brain is just open to it then, I think, or like your soul, mind, whatever, is open to like all your creativity then. Mm-hmm.
So would you date Will?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's a little bit dirty for me, though.
I'm clean on Sunday.
Somebody just told me that the name Katie means pure. So I don't know, Will.
I'm clean on Sunday. You know?
That's funny. My mom's name is Kate.
Okay, good.
Crazy.
See?
Yeah.
Good.
So pure. Yeah.
Pure.
This dude's name is Will, and that means freak.
Dirty.
We'll do anything. No,
We'll do anything.
Just kidding. I got limitations then.
No, you don't. So in terms of dating, what turns Katie on?
Okay, first we talked about the cakes. Like a man with a good ass. It's like, pow. Okay.
Well, you mind standing up so she can see you.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? We'll show everybody your cakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't really show cakes often.
Here we go.
This is season premiere.
We're gonna need little.
So, Katie, wait a minute. You got to get a little bit. You got to get a little bit closer so she can squeeze.
I don't need to touch it, but
okay.
No, what we do look at is the curvature at the top. Yeah, we need you to turn around a little bit. Yeah.
There we go.
We look at the curvature at the top, booty. We look how it's cupping up underneath. Men, girls look at this. So don't underestimate it. I know everybody says like men don't need their butt, but like it's helpful to have a cute ass.
Hey man, y'all better turn around. Don't be for the ladies only.
So what is the most effective exercise for cakes?
In my opinion, deadlifts 100%. So
I agree.
I know that everybody we can't just be like, hey, go do a deadlift because it's a very complicated and complex movement pattern.
Yeah.
But the hip thrust basically is what that movement is.
The thrust.
Yeah, right.
We were talking about that too,
Relax,
right?
chill.
No, we were talking about that.
again-
We were talking about that, yeah.
Men
No,
eat the
it
cakes.
is true though. Yeah.
No, but that is really, so everybody always talks about like, oh, if you want a good booty, go do your squats. And I'm like, no, like that's fine, but like you need to be doing like a hip hinge movement. So that would be deadlifts, hip thrusts, RDLs, that kind of stuff.
So do you think there is a category for, I guess, like exercises that help out sexual performance?
That would be it. Mm-hmm.
You think so?
All the hip thrusting, yeah. And
Bridges.
like mobility, stretch a lot. Mhm.
Gotta have flexibility.
So let's talk about.
Wait.
No, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
see, bring it back a little bit. You know that the glutes are like the biggest muscle in our body. Like, so you need
It's funny.
That's our power.
That
source.
was exactly what I was about to go into.
Okay.
The importance of or the power of the glutes.
Okay,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
think about this. I'm gonna talk for ladies and men real quick.
Yeah.
So for men though, so the power source is in your core and your glutes. Your glutes
Absolutely.
are a part of your core. So now think about if you're holding your woman up and you guys want to get freaky on the wall. Like, do you think that if your butt isn't strong or your back isn't strong, like you're gonna be able to hold her up there? No, you're gonna blow your back out.
He fell before.
Okay, see?
I'm getting exposed, though. I didn't fall.
So I need you out here working on your posterior chain muscles so you can be strong, right?
You're right.
And then for the ladies, we all think it's all cute and fun and, you know, like that's all great. But that's where, like, and this is more like on the mind and soul level of things for me, is like that's where we carry our power as well, like in our core and our glutes. Like when we feel strong and our body is that way, we feel strong and empowered as women. So there's that piece as well. So
That's why women who work out, I mean, we talked about that before. Women who work out, they just have a different mindset. We even said even in the bedroom, it's a different experience. So a whole different experience.
all these guys got opinions on this.
That's they worked in squats and in the gym. Shit, in the bedroom's gonna be a whole different situation. Deadlifts. Hey, let's not even go there. But,
I'll tap out.
so you have a 10-minute. I saw recently you have a 10-minute. I think it's like a free. Not 10 minute free. 10-minute YouTube challenge that you have.
Yeah, I just put a little quick workout up on YouTube. I'm trying to build the YouTube channel, so there's a lot more like just stuff you can pop in and do at home kind of stuff. So it's just 10 minutes of like a quick thing. You just get the booty band and you bang it out real quick, and then you can like honestly do it before you go on a night out, and then your cakes will be like pop.
True. Ladies, listen. Fellas, listen. So speaking of, let's see some of the products that you brought.
Right, so I brought the CakeMix
CakeMix
kit because it's just super cute. So it's just a little, bag you can take to the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
But it has a Bake Shop logo.
Okay.
But in this, so it's like my idea of like what makes the perfect cake.
Yeah.
So there's two things so far in it. So there's the Bake Shop booty band. It's the Cake Baker. Ta-da. So that's your resistance band.
Absolutely.
That's what you do all the work with. But here's like a really key tool. It's called the booty ball. But it's just a lacrosse ball. And if you're in fitness or aware of this world, using a lacrosse ball is a good like trigger point therapy work. So it'll make sure that your hips are not tight, that like rolls any soreness out and that kind of stuff. Helps any like soreness or aches and pains in the back.
Yeah.
And that way, then when you go to do the work with the band, like you're in the best like positioning in your body to do it. So it's very key.
So you can actually use that for the glutes and
for it all. Yeah, I'm gonna post a little tutorial soon with that on YouTube as well.
So YouTube handle. What's your YouTube handle?
CakesBakeShop.
Katie Cake. Okay,
Yeah.
she got that all.
Yeah,
So listen, ladies.
And the booty shorts are coming with that too. So
oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
take
ladies,
cake on them.
that the cake ball. That's what it's called, right?
The booty ball.
The booty ball. So the booty ball. Make sure you use that after Will. But anyway,
After that one, just keep it on here.
he's aggressive.
Burn Willie Day, boy.
He's gonna create a lot of soreness. That's the kind of guy he is.
Not gonna walk.
So let's talk about when doctors say no, but the universe says yes.
Oh yeah.
So you have would you call it a condition?
Oh yeah, like a heart
A rare,
condition.
yeah,
I guess.
a rare.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not
so
technically
rare.
so rare. Just it's not known about. People end up dying before they get to find out what it is. Usually, so.
And it's amazing because just looking at it, you couldn't quite tell. I mean, you couldn't tell anything's wrong with her. She's happy, always.
Wait, nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you're always happy. You're good. You're great with people. I mean,
it's the soul.
Yeah, you just definitely have a good soul. So how did you find out that you had a?
Okay, so one day I was sitting in church and my heart stopped. So it's kind of like how you hear about, kids, because I was in high school, I was 18. It's kind of how you hear about kids on the basketball court in the middle of the game just falling out and dying, like cardiac arrest.
But in church?
But I was in church. So So I'd actually quit basketball that year, like 2 months before that probably, because I kept blacking out during practices.
Yeah.
We would run suicide drills, and I was legit, like, almost doing, like, suicide. Like, I would be blacking out, so we'd have to keep running because I would never make it on time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not cut out for this. I must be too lazy, deconditioned, so I quit the team. And that was a really tough decision. And then 2 months later, sitting in church, my heart stopped. So I've always had, like, an interesting, like, relationship with church.
Yeah.
We grew up Catholic, but we're kind of like, here and there. But my mom would be like, you need to go to church. And I'm like, no, I think me and God, we're good. We're like this. And like, didn't know quite what that meant, except for like, I think I'm good. I don't need to necessarily go to that place.
Exactly.
So
you still feel that way now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Me too.
Well, yeah, because then if you get struck down dead in the place, you may not want to go back, right?
Yeah. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
That's how I felt. I was like, why? Wow. No, so it happened, and then actually I was out for a bit, and before they started CPR, the priest came over and like blessed me or something, like held everything off, did this thing. And then when
precious time.
Yeah, right? Precious, like, I'm pretty sure I have short-term memory loss because of this precious time. But it was good because before they started CPR, my heart actually started on it, like, by itself, which doesn't necessarily, like, happen. So it was quite an anomaly, I guess. Wow. So it started, and then from there on, I had a pacemaker and defibrillator put in after that, and I've had that since. So, yeah.
So does it limit you from doing certain things or...
Hold your comments, Will. No. So technically, yes. No, technically, yeah. My doctor was like, well, I had to stop playing sports, which was huge for me because I was an athlete up until that point. So that was like where I lost like my identity or whatever at that time. I had to kind of like figure out life as a non-athlete going into college nonetheless. So technically, I'm not supposed to work out. I'm not supposed to do all this stuff.
What about, let's say, like, not trying to get, willy, but as far as intimacy, you have to...
It's an adrenaline thing. It's like a heart rate thing. So I'm not supposed to get my heart rate up above a certain point. So we're talking all things based on, like, adrenaline. So skydiving or somebody, like, jumping up behind me and saying, like, boo. Like, that kind of stuff could, like, set something off. Yeah. So because I have the pacemaker, though, I'm pretty good as long as it's working. Yeah. If it goes dead and, like, then I'm left on my own. So that's, like, you never know.
What about roller coasters?
Right, like I'm not supposed to. Okay. I do because I have it.
I wouldn't even risk it. No way.
I'm scared of Disneyland, yo.
So has there ever been a time to where, like, I guess, like, let's say, like, you had a boyfriend or whatnot, or somebody that you, I guess, like that first kiss. And, like, you had, like, the heart
the first kiss,
butterfly.
He's being all cute.
As a matter of fact, let's get into that. Do you remember your first kiss?
Yeah, his name was Derek Blue, and he's still in Elkhorn, I think. And I was in second grade.
Derek Blue, hit her up.
Mr. Blue.
Hit her up, bro.
It's not funny, though, how you, like, remember that in life. Like, I was legitimately 8 years old.
8 years old. Damn. How old were you?
Wait.
When I got my first kiss?
Yeah.
I remember I got slapped for trying to kiss a girl in the kindergarten.
He was 22.
Teresa White slapped me, girl. At 21 now.
Like last year.
That was good times, though.
Wait, I will tell the first time I noticed, like, butts on men, though, because that was interesting. I was a third grader, so I was 8 years old. And my student teacher, Mr. Pollard, he played football.
Oh, wow.
and he would be on the whiteboard over here, and the teacher would be on the chalkboard up here. So every day I would come in and sit right here.
And his ass used to jiggle.
Right, so his butt could be right here next to my face.
Wow.
Mr. Pollard.
Wow.
Big your lap
I've
dance, Mr.
always
Pollard.
wondered what happened to Mr. Pollard.
Probably got
And that
arrested.
booty.
So I'm
I
on
know.
TV.
It was not
Indecent
his fault
exposure.
that I was looking at his butt. It was not his fault. I was just an interesting child.
So what is your outlook on life now? Just overall, like, how do you perceive life?
Oh, like, don't waste it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you think if you were faced with something where, like, your life was almost taken from you and you would be like, oh, I'm going to, like, go do all the things. But, like, that wasn't my path necessarily right after it happened. I went through, like, a lot of years of just confusion and, like, and that's where the fitness actually did come in because, again, like, that's where I would go. And that's actually when I found boxing, too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had to stop that because I was the only female in the club, and once they were ready to start actually like put me in fights,
Yeah.
I had to tell them I had a pacemaker, so I had to quit.
Yeah, 'cause you don't want to.
So that was that. But yeah, I was lost for a while, so it was the gym and fitness that kind of helped me, like, again, like, find my center continually, and I wanted to help other people find that. So it wasn't until years and years later that I realized, like, I'm here for something. Like, this is the message. This is what I can bring to other people.
Yeah.
And so now I just try to, like, remember every day that there's a reason. So for all of us, really, when we should just follow it and go for it and don't waste it. So
That's true.
Big
That's
time.
amazing.
and have fun doing it.
So what brings you peace?
Rubbing on my cakes. No, I'm just kidding.
Peace in mind.
There we go.
No, you know how kids have, like, a blanket or something that they, like, hold on to? Like,
Yeah.
that's me, like, with my with my butt.
So you go to sleep with your hand on your
Yeah,
ass?
like rubbing it. Like, okay, it'll be okay. Oh my God, I hope I'm not telling my parents about this podcast. No.
Mom will rub my ass.
Like, she's like, oh, I know, hon. No. No, what brings me peace, though, is just, just meditating, honestly, and, like, finding my center and remembering that, like, we're all here together in this and not to, like, put too much stress on yourself. So, yeah, that's it.
And I'm kind of shifting, but does your mom have cakes?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So your dad was a cake man.
Well, yeah, yeah. I'll just leave that there. But again, because I study booties in my life, this is
Yeah.
what happens in my brain when I'm walking out throughout the day.
Yeah.
But with my parents, like, they are the perfect combination of, like, the booties put together made this booty, right?
Yeah.
Like, my mom's got hips, my dad's got, like, a pooty booty, and you put them together. But ow.
Out came the cake.
probably way more than y'all want to hear, but yeah, they both have cakes.
That is crazy. Like, they just, in the oven, bam.
They just bam.
So we're going to take a little twist real quick. Let's talk to Will about his experience last night at the Lakers game.
Oh,
How did that
man.
go?
It was great. I mean, I was sitting next to people I didn't even know. Of course, so I am by myself. It was great seeing the players up close. I was in the letter section of section 117. And if you're in the letter section, that's paper right there, you know.
Yeah.
The letter section, that's what we call it, okay.
But hey, I got it on loan. No, I'm kidding. Love my Lakers, man. We came back from behind and won. I drunk once. I didn't drink too much because I would have ended up on the court just tripping.
Who did they play last night?
They played the Nuggets. The
Okay.
Nuggets beat us twice,
Yeah.
and they was talking shit. And we had to come back from behind to take that win. So
So you're like
I hate when he does that. I hate this guy for that. What did I say?
you just don't let this kid live.
Okay, I know. I'm getting called all kinds of names. But the bottom line, everything we won. You know, you go on my Instagram handle and see the pictures, very up close. I might be going back next week. So, man, I had a hell of an experience. I didn't take nobody with me because I'm not paying for a second ticket. I'm just not doing it.
So wait, it was the Lakers versus Nuggets? That's why you was smoking nuggets with Lamar Odom.
That's cold,
You
man.
smoking nuggets with Lamar Odom.
He gets down
After
in the
the game,
brothel.
I could tell.
I'm good.
So he had one year. That's why. Yeah.
Lamar don't
That's
blink
what
his
happened.
eyes. He be on that stuff.
So are you like a diehard Lakers fan?
Big time.
Like from like a childhood kind of thing?
Yeah.
Are you from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did
Born and
high
raised.
school to go to parade.
Yeah, what was it, 2 or 3 of them?
We went to 2002 and 2001.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm a Celtics fan?
Oh,
and I
man.
moved. Wait.
I am leaving. No, I'm kidding.
You got to go.
Shout out Kevin Garnett. I moved here 2009, and they were in the finals. And so, like, the week I moved here, or like a couple weeks later or whatever, was like Lakers flags everywhere on everybody's cars and shit, and like, because they had won. It was like, I'm moving home. I'm over this shit. I can't handle it.
I would have bought you a ticket. The Boston fan here. It's all good, though.
So what is your favorite sport?
Actually, probably football. Yeah, I think if I was a man, I would have played in life.
Football. Right.
I'm like a solid quarterback. So
Can you throw a ball? You can actually throw?
Yeah, I can.
We'll have to see about that.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
Okay.
We'll have a game of flag football one day.
So speaking of catching, oh no.
Oh, he was about to go somewhere in your territory.
Speaking of catching balls.
Why you gotta be mean, man?
Never mind. Switch up the subject. So let's go to Instagram really quick. On your Instagram, not only do you work out, but you dance.
Oh, just, because I'm fun. Because that's what I do in my spare time, just fun stuff.
So you ever like dance before, like in a studio or anything like that?
No. And you know what? Sometimes I'm like, I could have killed it as a stripper. I could have made a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure my time has passed.
Yeah.
But no, never danced. When I was a kid, I was going to be a ballerina and whatever, like when I was like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, but I peed my tutu like on the dance floor because I had an issue with the bathrooms there. Like I was afraid of them. So that was the end of my dance career. You didn't know it was going there, did you?
It was like, get you.
So that was that. So I never got to be a dancer of any sort.
It's all right.
But yeah, you'll catch me like if I'm in the gym by myself and somebody like walks in, I might be like twerking in the corner on accident. So yeah.
So do you still know how to Tootsie Roll?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably the video you're talking about, right?
You mentioned something about how people don't understand or they don't know what the Tootsie Roll is. That's crazy.
Well, anymore these days, though. In fact, though, I was
true.
at a day party the other day, though, and they were playing it. I was like, okay, everybody knows it. So,
I still love the Tootsie Roll.
Right?
And so you was born, well, not born, but you were raised in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Will we ever get those years back? Will we ever see the 90s again?
Not in like the glory of them.
Yeah,
no, it was a unique time.
Very,
That's
very
it.
unique.
You know,
It was
just
a
got to
last.
respect it for what it was and move on.
And move on.
I know.
So now this is the first. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I think I know the answers to this, but are you guys ass men?
As far as what?
Like, do you like the cakes?
Oh, yeah,
In
of
life?
course.
Okay,
Of course.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to have cakes.
Yeah.
Listen, cakes are
Love me
so
some cakes.
nutritious.
So nutritious.
For him, they're extremely delicious.
Okay. Does it matter? Do we love all types of cakes, meaning all sizes and shapes?
Yeah, I
and
mean, the
whatnot?
thing is, I think when it comes down to cakes, as long as it matches the body, it's all good.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
if it's something
that's
that's
smart.
too big, it's kind of retarded. If it's
Oh.
too small and not worked on, it's not a good thing either.
Yeah, it's
You
just
know?
kind of weak. Yeah.
It's awkward.
Awkward's a
I mean,
good word.
only.
I
Damn.
agree.
These thoughts keep coming to my head, but I was like, there's only one time where it's okay, but that's a whole different.
Just
We don't need to talk about that. But keep it clean. But yeah, cakes are definitely important.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely
Good.
important. Because the thing is, it shows the strength of a woman.
Yes. Thank
Physical
you.
and
Yeah.
otherwise.
That's pretty deep, man.
Well, look at
That's where
that.
strength comes from. I'm learning every day.
It's good though. But because my whole brand is mind, booty, and soul, it isn't
Yeah.
just about the booty. You're right. It is about the other stuff about being a strong female, empowered, beautiful, inside and out, all those things. So that's good that
Okay.
you recognize that too.
So do you have any events that are coming up?
Not as of right now, but I am getting ready to start a class, hopefully near the Mid-Wilshire area here in LA, 2 times a week, and it's going to be just all booty bands, body weight, fun music, just a really good time. I'm praying that people will show up. So when it comes through, check out the Instagram so that you guys will get all the information on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so more stuff to come once I get that kind of rolling. I'm going to be starting a podcast soon, but I cannot give a time frame as to when it'll be up and popping though. So, but it will be a mind, booty, soul. I'll have a piece in there called A Piece of Cake, where I'm going to talk to people about kind of their path and how they came up to doing what they're doing, that kind of thing. Meaning that it seems to be like, oh, it's a piece of cake to get to here, but really, it's not.
It's not.
So.
It's definitely not.
I have a question right now.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm asked this for the women who don't have glutes, the pancakes. How can women who just try so hard to get cake and they just cannot get it because they're flat? Is there any hope that they could get cake? Because I've seen girls do squats for a year and it just go like this.
I'm gonna say a quick answer.
Help me out here.
I think no matter who you are, no matter how flat your ass is, you can have ass.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just doing something wrong.
You hear that?
Well, okay.
Your form is off for something, but there's a lot of ways.
That's true.
There's a lot of ways to make it happen. So no matter who you are, it may look kind of funny, but you
So it looks like somebody stumped on the oven.
Somebody stumped on the oven. That's messed up.
But wait, so this is why I asked earlier, do you like all shapes and sizes? Because the thing is, like, we all have to like be okay with our own like God-given cakes and then just make them the best they are. So there are some women whose cakes just aren't shaped like other women's, right? Like, that's okay. And we all hold fat in our body differently, so sometimes women don't necessarily hold fat there, which I think makes a great cake if you got a little fat on it. But so there's just like these other factors. But because it's a muscle, it can be developed, and it is like you're either not doing the correct moves, not doing them properly, not activating them right. That's why that booty band is so important. But, like, if you just put the work in, like, you're going to see a difference. You may not have, like, this big old bubble butt, but you're going to have, like, your best ass if you put the work in. So, yeah. No pancake booties, though.
Yeah.
So we just learned something, everybody. Everybody needs ass.
There is no excuse for pancake
and
booty.
some more than others.
Pancakes, no flour in that thing. Rise.
All right, guys, this has been another episode of Great Fire Podcast with your host, Trey Bate, a.k.a. Trey Bate Knows Boxing.
And I am Willie Mack.
And, of course, our very special guest, the booty lifter, shape shifter.
Soul shifter. We'll go with that. shape
shifter. Katie Wildhagen.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.